It has only been 4 days since Brilliant Stars released. Brilliant Stars came out on February 25th. Here we are on Tuesday. We're looking at price drops, and these are probably the most severe price drops I've ever seen in just 4 days. 4 days since you've been able to go out to big box stores, Walmart, Target, find sleeve boosters, ETBs, 3-pack blisters. These price drops are absolutely ridiculous, and we're going to talk about them. What is going on, Fan Clan? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny Phantump. Hope you guys are all doing well on this lovely Tuesday. We have a really fun slate of videos this week. We have the price drop video today. Tomorrow we're going to be streaming at 1 o'clock Central Time. Thursday and Friday, we're going to do some real fun pull rate videos. I'm really excited, compiling all the data for you guys. You really are going to enjoy those. And then Sunday, we're going to look over the booster boxes that we opened, kind of going over a profit loss segment just to kind of see how things pan out for Brilliant Stars. So I hope you guys are all super excited for that. Before we jump into things, I do want to let you guys all know I posted a video a couple days ago going over some Pokemon TCG rumors and kind of making sure that you guys get all of the accurate information on that, going over celebrations out of stock, out of print rumors, going over Brilliant Stars low stock rumors. And in that video I also talk about our newest giveaway, which is going to start tomorrow, where we're giving away 230 packs of Brilliant Stars, 10 packs to 23 different winners. All you have to do to enter to win is go back to the video that was posted on Sunday, leave a like, leave a comment, and then make sure you are subscribed. For 23 straight days starting tomorrow, I'm going to pin a new comment every day, and each of those pinned comments will win 10 booster packs from Brilliant Stars. So good luck to you. I want to get into this, and I did change up the format. I really hope you guys like it. I think it looks super sleek. So we're going to kind of look at graphics first, then go over the price changes. And in the price changes, I also kind of put my guess. If you remember, kind of going over Brilliant Stars pre-order prices, I went over I guessed what I thought the percentage drop would be. Some of them I was spot on. Some of them I was way off. So we're going to look at that second. But first, I want you guys to look at this new graphic right here. Let me know in the comments section down below what you think, if you want me to kind of do price updates like this from now on when it comes to singles, just to kind of give you an idea. This is just from pre-order pricing down to opening, down to yesterday, down to the Monday after release. So typically we look at pre-order pricing, and then after the set releases, we give it until like Sunday night, Monday, and then we look at the price drops to see how significant they are. And let me tell you, they are super significant. So starting off here, if we look at the Umbreon VMAX, I remember talking to you guys, I thought 80% was kind of going to be the average for a lot of these drops when it comes to the trainer gallery cards because of how easy they were to pull. You are going to open boxes where you'll get 2, and then you're going to open up boxes that you might get 7. Usually the average is going to be about 4, where you'll get about 4 trainer gallery cards, 4 per booster box. Some of them are a lot easier to pull than others. It seems like the TG1 through TG15 are very easy to pull, whereas the TG16 through TG30 are a little bit more difficult to pull. Definitely have different pull rates, but we'll go over that this Thursday and Friday in our pull rate video. But Umbreon VMAX dropped 66% down to $42. Then we've got the Sylveon VMAX, which dropped 81% down to $23. So spot on with that 80%. Umbreon V dropped 76% down to $26. Sylveon V dropped 67% down to $20. Gloria dropped 72% down to $17. Acerols Premonition, one of the smallest drops outside of the Umbreon VMAX, dropped 68% down to $16. The Mimikyu VMAX had a very big drop, 77% down to $18. And then the Urshifu cards each dropped 78% down to $10. That is the highest of the trainer gallery cards. So that is looking at 9 trainer gallery cards that are still priced around $10 or more. All the other trainer gallery cards are much less than that, with some of them being as cheap as $1 or $2. Very cool. Charizard V-Star Rainbow Rare dropped 61% down to $176. It's more of a drop than I originally anticipated it being. The Charizard V Alternate Art, not too bad. It dropped to 36% down to $161. And we kind of called that. We thought it would drop around 30%, 36% down to $161. But if you remember going over pre-order pricing for this set, there was several cards that were right around that $100 mark or well above $100 mark. Now that opening weekend has hit and opening weekend has passed, we have 2 cards that remain above $100. They're both named Charizard, and other than that, everything else is substantially, significantly lower than $100, which is very, very interesting. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But the alternate art Charizard fell 36% down to $161. Then we have the Arceus alternate art. Very, very cool looking card. I love the artwork on this card. It dropped 50% down to $63. 50% is typically what you expect cards to drop after release. Usually pre-orders are about 50% higher than what you typically see after release. So that's about average, about on par with what we're typically used to seeing. Once you get into that 60%, 70% range, those are pretty substantial drops. Arceus V-Star, the gold card, very surprising, 68% drop all the way down to $63. And I was very shocked with the Charizard V, how far it fell and how fast it fell. It fell 71% down to $43. These are prices that were pulled directly off of TCG Player. This is the lowest near mint copy, rounded up to either the nearest dollar, basically, either rounded up or rounded down, depending on what its cent mark went to. Then we've got the Arceus V-Star, which fell only 30%. One of the littlest, one of the smallest drops we saw out of all of the cards. Arceus V-Star, obviously because of its competitive playability, very, very playable. Definitely a card that is going to be reckoned with in the upcoming format. Dropped 30% down to $35. Then we've got the Arceus V-Star Rainbow Rare, and if you look, $37, really, really close. Only $2 higher right now that it is selling for than the Arceus V-Star. So a card that is much, much more difficult to pull in the Arceus V-Star Rainbow Rare is only selling for about $2 more than its normal rarity counterpart. So it dropped 63% down to $37. I was very surprised with Marnie's Pride, and I was very surprised with the Gold Birds, and we'll talk about that here. Marnie's Pride, a card that a lot of people were super hyped about, probably the most desired full art trainer in the set, dropped 73%, which is a massive drop all the way down to $32. And then if we look at the Galarian Moltres V, the gold card, which a lot of people were really excited about, the Gold Birds, dropped 85% down to $27. If you remember when sets like Chilling Reign came out, like that Gold Snorlax, and a lot of people kind of compared this as a card that people would want as much as what they wanted from like the Snorlax. That Snorlax held around $100 for a very long time. This Galarian Moltres dropped 85% all the way down to $27, which is, I mean, that's super, super cheap. Ultra Brawl dropped 55% down to $29. The normal Charizard V-Star dropped 53% down to $28. And then if we look at the Lumineon V alternate art, the card that had PokeRev pulling like crazy and just couldn't find, dropped 53% down to $28. Another huge drop with another gold bird, the Galarian Articuno, dropped 85% down to $23. And that's crazy. A Galarian Articuno. You can see that from some other gold cards that we had, like a Frostlass or like a Rangaroo. But 85% for a card that's kind of an OG card with a Galarian in front, 85% is a super steep drop. The full art Arceus V dropped 56% down to $22. Another full art trainer that a lot of people were excited about, 64% drop down to $20. The biggest drop out of all of the cards was Galarian Zapdos, which was the most expensive legendary gold bird heading into pre-releases, dropped 90%. Now you can have it for less than $20. So now actually might be a good time to look at buying singles, especially with the sealed product being as expensive as it is. Why waste $140 on a booster box when you can buy all three legendary birds in their gold form for substantially less than the booster box, knowing you're only probably going to pull one secret rare, maybe, in a booster box. So $19 for the Galarian Zapdos is absolutely insane. Honchkrow V, the alternate art, dropped 82%. That's so crazy. 82% drop down to $14. Even Pikachu V was susceptible to the giant drops. It dropped 72% down to $14. These are fairly cheap for full art cards right after release weekend has passed. Lumineon V, the full art. This is the one card we have not pulled. So we opened 40 plus boxes. We did not pull a full art Lumineon. 76% drop down to $11. The Rainbow Rare Cynthia's Ambition, much, much cheaper than the full art counterpart, $11, a 78% drop. Shaman V-Star dropped 82%, huge drop down to $9. Can you remember buying a $9 Rainbow Rare on release weekend? That's absolutely insane. That just goes to show you how many people are selling on TCG Player, how many people are opening products, how many people open these up with the hope that they were just going to be able to flip the singles right away opening weekend. These are huge, huge drops. Right now, this giant race to the bottom for singles to make sure that they can unload some of this inventory It's crazy. Then we've got the Whimsicott V-Star Rainbow Rare, dropped 85% down to $7.50. So I'm going to swing you guys over to sheet 1 here, and we're going to go over how accurate we were. We anticipated a 60% drop for the Charizard V-Star, selling for right around $180 was the expected price afterwards. Current price $176, so not too far off. It dropped 61% instead of 60%, so we were pretty much spot on with that. We anticipated a smaller drop out of the Charizard V alternate art, and it did drop a little bit more than what we thought. So it's selling for $161. It's about $15 cheaper than what we thought it was going to be. We did not expect Galarian Zapdos to fall anywhere near where it was going to. It started out at $200. It fell all the way to $19, which is 90%. So we weren't even close on that. The Arceus V-Star Secret Rare, also a much bigger drop. Some of these where we really went conservative on the price drops, like with this Galarian Zapdos or the Arceus V-Star, where we only went 40%. It dropped like a rock, 68% down to $63, not even close to what we originally anticipated. Same thing with the Galarian Zapdos or Galarian Moltres and Articuno. Both of those dropped 85%, so we weren't even close on our 45% assumption. Same thing with the Charizard V Full Art. We anticipated it dropping 40%. It went 71%. I kind of based my decision, my thought process off of what we saw from like the Charizard VMAX, you know, a card that's somewhat easier to pull, but still a lot of demand for it. The Charizard V Full Art just does not have the demand that some of those other ones did. It dropped 71%, all the way down to $43, so that's crazy. The alternate art Arceus dropped 50% down to $63. We thought it would drop 40%, so a little bit more. And then all of the trainer gallery cards, we were pretty much spot on. We thought they were going to drop 80%. All of them dropped very close to 80%, with the exception of Umbreon VMAX and Sylveon, which dropped about 65-66%. So those were a little bit off of what we originally anticipated, but still substantial drops. Marnie's Pride did not drop anywhere near what we thought it was going to be. We thought it was going to drop 40%. It dropped 73%, so now it's only a $32 card. Some of these prices are just insanely cheap. When you look at like the Honchkrow V alternate art, dropped 82% down to $14, and we thought it would only drop 45%. The Charizard V-Star, we thought it would drop 35%. It actually ended up dropping 53%. So we're only $9 off, $10 off, but that's quite a bit. I mean, that's quite a bit when it comes to percentage. And then other than that, I mean, I'm not going to go through everything here. You guys can go through that on your own and see how close we were, but we were not very close. I kind of wanted to get your feedback, get your thought process on why you think these drops were so substantial. When we talked battle styles fell about 50-60%. Fusion Strike actually fell a lot less than what we saw from previous sets, but the reason behind that was because a lot less people were opening up Fusion Strike because there wasn't necessarily the demand. People weren't as excited to open up Fusion Strike, so they weren't going as crazy opening it up, which meant singles didn't drop as hard as what we saw from like Evolving Skies and Chilling Reign when those release weekends happened. And then Evolving Skies, if you look at single prices now, really starting to climb a little bit, so it might not be a bad time to start looking. Usually I tell people to wait a few weeks after release hits to start buying up singles, but now I think we might be in a position right now where things have hit such a low point that now might be the time where we start looking at some of these singles, knowing that Wave 2 is supposed to come out sometime in the middle of April, but knowing that there's still a little bit of product out there. Once you have these singles that are this cheap, it really starts enticing people to buy singles rather than buying sealed product, because if you go and buy sealed product, if you buy a booster box that's $140, you know you only have two cards that you can really pull that are going to get you that money back or get you that value. So how much fun are you really having when you're losing money guaranteed going into it? It's a little difficult for a lot of people to kind of find that value then opening up the cards. So definitely let me know in the comment section down below what your thought process is, what you think, why this set fell so far when it comes to singles. I'm very anxious to hear what you guys think, whether it be just because so many people were opening product, or if there's just, outside of the Charizards, there's not a whole lot of cards that people want, or the trainer gallery cards were too easy to pull. Just very, very anxious and eager to see what you guys think. So with that being said, guys, make sure to leave a like and a comment down below, because it does go a long way for the algorithm. Most importantly, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Go back to Sunday's video, do the same thing, so that way you can get entered to win all those booster packs of Brilliant Stars that we're giving away. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing many of you tomorrow during our live stream. Until then, guys, peace.